Uh-oh. The 49ers just lost another game they should have won. This time they lost 20-17 to the Tennessee Titans, who had lost 3 of their previous 4 games and had not scored an offensive touchdown in the past 6 quarters coming into this game. And the Titans were terrible against the 49ers. But the 49ers were worse, and now they're 8-7, clinging desperately to a wild card spot. Here are the 49ers grades for their latest flop. Jimmy Garoppolo, F. He single-handedly gave away the game. He threw 1 touchdown pass, but also cost the 49ers offense 14 points and gave the Titans 7 points at least because he threw 2 interceptions, nearly threw a third, overthrew a wide-open Kyle Juszczyk deep down the field on what should have been a touchdown, and missed numerous open receivers on 3rd and 4th down. On the 4th interception, Garoppolo forced a throw in the end zone to George Kittle, who never was open. On the 2nd interception, Garoppolo forced a throw to Deebo Samuel when the check down was open right in front of him. In both cases, there was no reason for Garoppolo to force those passes to covered receivers. And Garoppolo did all this on national television as the 49ers prepare for the playoffs. Can you imagine the 49ers winning the Super Bowl with this guy? I can't. Can you imagine any team trading for him after this game? I can't. He should be embarrassed to get on the 49ers team playing tonight. I have no idea how he can look his teammates in the eyes after not showing up for such a critical game. He's 30, and his mechanics and footwork still stink. He throws flat-footed and airmails easy throws. He makes horrible reads and forces passes to covered receivers when his check down is open. He never improves. He's grossly overpaid and underperforming. Plus, he never takes accountability for his mistakes. After this game, he blamed the short week, his teammates, you name it. Anyone but himself. And after interceptions, he's frequently smiling on the sidelines. The 49ers should have benched Garoppolo weeks ago. He cannot take them where they want to go. Running backs. B. Jeff Wilson Jr. ran hard against an excellent run defense and scored a touchdown. And Kyle Juszczyk would have had a long touchdown catch if Garoppolo could have hit him when he was wide open. Wide receivers. A. Deebo Samuel was the 49ers MVP once again. He had 9 catches for 159 receiving yards and 5 carries for 32 rushing yards. And when the game was on the line and the Niners needed a touchdown to tie the game, he caught a 10-yard pass near midfield and ran it all the way down to the Titans' 6-yard line. He nearly won the game for the 49ers, but couldn't overcome all of Garoppolo's mistakes. Tight ends. C. George Kittle struggled in his matchup with tight end safety Kevin Byard, who limited Kittle to just 2 catches for 21 yards. He was an afterthought. Offensive linemen. B. They struggled to create running lanes against an elite run defense, which was to be expected. But their pass protection was surprisingly good. They gave up only 2 sacks, and those were Garoppolo's fault because he held the ball too long and didn't throw to open receivers. Defensive linemen. A-. They sacked Ryan Tannehill 4 times and limited the Titans to just 3.8 yards per carry. Nick Bosa didn't record any sacks, but he drew so much attention that he helped his teammates get one-on-one matchups. Arden Key jumped off sides on 3rd and 22, which gave the Titans a free play, and they picked up the first down. Kyle Shanahan was livid about this play after the game. Linebackers. B. They did an excellent job stopping the Titans' run game, but gave up a 23-yard scramble to Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill to set up the game-losing field goal. Safeties. B. Jaquiski Tartt and Jimmy Ward made numerous clutch tackles throughout the game, but also gave up that 23-yard scramble on the final drive. Cornerbacks. F. Ambry Thomas gave up a touchdown catch to A.J. Brown and was lucky he wasn't flagged for defensive pass interference in the end zone. And Thomas was by far the 49ers' best cornerback. Josh Norman was much worse. He also gave up a touchdown catch. The 49ers cornerbacks are not good, and any team with an elite wide receiver can make them pay, as the Titans proved in this game. Special teams. D. The Titans had terrific field position all game because Mitch Wishnowsky kicked short kickoffs and punched short punts. Coaches. C. DeMeco Ryans had his defense ready to play on a short week. Unfortunately for the 49ers, he didn't have a plan to shut down the Titans' one good offensive weapon, Brown. He was their entire offense, and Ryans couldn't stop him. Kyle Shanahan's opening drive was a masterpiece, and it seemed like he schemed guys open most of the night. His quarterback simply didn't hit them. But Shanahan is the one who has stubbornly decided to stick with mediocre Jimmy all season, despite mortgaging the future to replace him. I highly doubt Trey Lance would have played worse than Garoppolo in this game. Lance would have at least enhanced the run game with his legs and maybe would have protected the football too. The 49ers stuck with Garoppolo this long to give themselves the best chance to win a Super Bowl and to boost his trade value this offseason. But now his trade value is non existent and he doesn't seem good enough to win a Super Bowl. So sticking with him has been a waste of time and a mistake. Shanahan's mistake. Oops.